opinion, has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Wilson going to come out throwing. Pressure ball. Falcons get there for the sack. Lorenzo Carter, the outside linebacker, dropping it for a loss of 6. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Our first carry for Najee Harris. And he lost the football. Well, the Falcons grab it. So they've got the football and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Well, he's going to shake up the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
So here are the Falcons with great field position to start out. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the rookie from the University of Washington.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. The throw is Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish it not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. Avery Williams deep for Atlanta. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, Penix. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
A run for the first time for Bijan Robinson. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. 11 yards there, just like last play. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back to back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
2nd and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. Well, this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. They're going to themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still, first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down at 6 now. Again, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not. And he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll throw with Penix. He is into the end zone. Touchdown. Michael Penix. Touchdown run. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Defensively, it didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about. Coming out of college, you're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Well, out wide is incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Can they get in there and knock another one away? I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Here's 2nd and 10. Wilson. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A 1st down and then some. 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. First down. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Wilson. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. 2nd and 12. As they've got it as we resume action. Now it's Wilson. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimum gain.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Wilson. The throw there going to be incomplete.
But when I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing the best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And that last touchdown drive they had, very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. In motion goes McLeod. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. In motion comes the tight end left. Here's Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To the air, Penix. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave him with a 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Penix working out of the gun here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go an impressive 31-yard gain. That one was hard to fathom. They were in the down. They had 6 DBs back there. They still lost it.
Great word, because I'm right there with you. I don't understand how they couldn't pick him up. But don't be surprised next week early, there's some extra people in the locker room, maybe a tryout or two for those guys who missed him.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Robinson up the middle. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Now a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by the cloud. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
That's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A play fake. Now Penix. Throw left side. There's London. Touchdown. Drake London, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to stretch out their lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now it's Wilson. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A 1st and 10 here, and if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game and half that might provide a psychological boost. That was to the right side of incomplete.
To me, that was all about timing. He's there too early. It's going to be a pass interference call. He's too late. It's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Wilson. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete. A 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. Hit well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short throw caught by Pitts. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll step it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And that one will go down in the books as just a 1-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. Now 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. And shooting him off down the field. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Robinson with another carry. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
In the first half, it was the lefty, Michael Penix, who had it working. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our scores. We are back underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as these guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, so that'll bring up second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Looking to throw, Penix. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made it their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Hand off now to Robinson. And we'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
You're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines. You do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
In motion goes the tight end. On third down, Penix from the gun. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. Up past the 30, second down coming up.
It's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 6. The throw is Wilson. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run again with Harris. He can't get him down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Rolling to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
A handoff for Warren. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Yeah, he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Hooked up by Jesse Bates. And he takes this one back to the end zone. The has a touchdown. If there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Patterson now for the extra point. And it's 21-3. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Wilson getting right back to it after the pick six. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going on 2nd down.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Wilson. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards through the air, caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This side, tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They go play action now. Wilson. And in for the Steelers touchdown. And Freiermuth, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it makes the score 21-10. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. There are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They begin the drive with Robinson. Oh, a heck of a move. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
And looking to throw, Penix. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. Score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On the give, here's Robinson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll throw with Penix. He rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety did it.
That you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down 21-10. A minute 51 on the clock. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. After the interception, here's Wilson.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, really good.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Got his man, it's Warren. And he is going to lose yardage here.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. Thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Pickens complete, and he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on down. They've had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that will extend the lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough. For that one possession down the stretch, might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.